Ba-ting.
Oh.
She said, love you, Shell. What are you doing?
Howdy, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. The more, the merrier.
Jackbox.tv. Jackbox.tv.
So nobody's supposed to play Jackbox. How about that? Oh yeah, on there we are. Oh, error connection. Just tells me no error connection. They said no internet connection already.
That might be because you're too far away from the
Let's see.
All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's play. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. There's a pillow company called Cloudy Heads. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Yawning cools down the brain. The owner of Segway Inc. died in a Segway accident. Cosmopolitan is the best-selling monthly newsstand magazine in the U.S. Brad Pitt owns a tea farm in Bangladesh. Keanu Reeves has never worn shoes in a movie.
Never worn shoes in a movie.
Comedian Mike Myers was born on Friday the 13th, not Halloween, sadly. And here's your score at the end of round 1.
I'm winning.
I'm gonna bet more on you.
Huh?
Here are your next 7 fact categories.
Yeah, you're winning. You're telling what I'm playing.
Jeffrey Dahmer's last meal was 12 chicken nuggets. Lincoln slept with a body pillow he called Nanette. England is the only country that owns land on the moon. Lisa Simpson's saxophone music was recorded by John Coltrane. A hospital in Houston live tweeted open heart surgery. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth name was Michael King Jr.
Martin Luther King.
There is a Portuguese chapel built mostly out of the skulls and bones of dead monks. Here is your score. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is celebrity authors. Here are some facts about celebrity authors. Some are true, but some are lies. Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman co-wrote a comic book about apartheid. One of the guys in the Black Eyed Peas that isn't Will.i.am wrote a memoir. Smash Mouth wrote a cookbook. Kim Cattrall wrote a book called Satisfaction, The Art of the Female Orgasm. Marilyn Manson wrote a children's book called The Littlest Strawberry. George Lopez wrote a book on how to deal with death. Jillian Michaels wrote a murder mystery that promoted weight loss.
Jillian Michaels, murder mystery.
And here's your final score.
This video is freezing up. I used to get on Yahoo video all the time and it like never froze up.
Julia said hi.
Hi, Julia.
So
internet's acting stupid. What are you doing? Going through. Is that going through all the games? Oh, that internet's going too. Unfortunately, your phone has dropped.
I just have to stop.
Standing by for start of game. Okay, we're on.
Cookie, we found your pants.
Well, hello! It's about time. No, what she... Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and not to brag, but the cashier at Trader Joe's complimented me on my choices today. No name? Okay, well, here you go. Hey, don't worry, anyone can win a surprise makeover. It might be you someday, Dumpy. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
The Anti-Pedestrian Council. Hey, I'm trying to drive here, is our motto.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. So let's get to it.
Get ready, time for question 1.
First up, she mused me. If Taylor Swift broke up with every male currently in the world, about how many songs would she be inspired to write? 1.2 billion songs, 2.3 billion songs, 3.6 billion songs, or 7.4 billion songs? The world population is floating around 7.1 billion, of which 3.6 billion are males. That only gives her a few microseconds for each relationship, but that should be more than enough.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you so.
Here we have, this question got stuck in my teeth. Who's hungry?
Cookie fortune, Swift, Cookie Masterson.
Okay, this one's a bit violent. Don't shoot until you see the whites of their eyes. Okay, so I won't shoot anybody until I see their pupils, their irises, their retinas, or their scleras. Right, the white of your eye is called the sclera. But don't look too long at the enemy's eyes, or you might just fall in love.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
And on its way, Cookie Masterson, the vocab guide. If Bill Nye the Science Guy learned nigh everything there was to know about science, what would be true of him? He would know nearly everything about science, he would know very little about science, he would know exactly everything about science, or he would know nothing about science. I now have evidence supporting my theory that you're not very smart. Next time, try this. Nigh means near or nearly. The reason why Bill Nye doesn't know everything about science is because he refuses to accept the Cookie Masterson unifying theory of quantum mechanics as the scientific fact that it is. But I guess people fear what they don't understand. Bucker up for Your Mother Smells Like the Jungle.
Sure who all the night owls are, but
What are you most likely to see Tarzan scrambling to buy at the last second on Mother's Day? A banana bouquet for Coco, banana candies for Kala, banana perfume for Chim Chim, or a calendar of banana pictures for Abu? No, Speed Racer, no! Here's what you meant to pick. Kala is the female ape who raised Tarzan in the jungle. His dad wasn't around much. He was too busy sitting around patting his chest with the backside of his hand every couple of minutes.
5 fingers!
And now, Obesity the Game. And it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 acronyms, and for each one, tell me if it's a type of healthcare plan or a type of video game. If it's a healthcare plan, press the square button. If it's a type of video game, press the circle button. Alrighty then, here it comes. HMO, MMO, PPO, POS, FPS, RTS, MOO. That was a big BOO. I can't afford to see a doctor, so I've just started asking the 12-year-olds I play Call of Duty against online for medical advice. They said I should go f*** myself. They also called me an asshole, but my rash cleared up. That'll bring an end to our first round, and I'm happy to report you have the best score. Remember, in round 2, every question is worth double. And keep in mind, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer of the game. Okay then, here we go. I call this one Pussycat Control. Oh my god, my cat's poopsie and mayonnaise are driving me crazy. And what do I get from them? Nothing! If my cats were like the cat in the fairy tale Puss in Boots, what would they do for me? Grant me 3 wishes, help me kill a witch, impress my boss and get me a promotion, or help me break an ancient curse? No. Here's what a right answer looks like. In Puss in Boots, Puss makes his master look good in front of the king, which results in him marrying the king's daughter, becoming royalty.
doesn't even show the panel there.
Why don't you 2 idiots ever do anything like that for me? I haven't had a promotion in years. I have not been stealing office supplies. Those are complimentary, damn it.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Somebody give me your penny.
It's time for That Evidence Was Planters. If Mr. Peanut wanted to make some marzipan, which of his other nut friends could he grind up to produce the central ingredient? Mr. Hazelnut, Mrs. Almond, Miss Cashew. Marzipan is a confection made from sugar, eggs, and ground up Mrs. Almonds. Regular almonds work too. But Mr. Peanut would be found not guilty because he's a total See, you thought I was gonna say nut, didn't you? No, it's nice guy. He's a really nice guy. No one would believe the murder thing.
Follow me down to the sea.
May I introduce Where the Buffalo Foam. You know, I'm having a pretty good day, which means
Hello, Danny.
Yep, there he is.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy, why are you foaming at the mouth?
I've got rabies and I've come to bite you.
What? Stay away from me! Did you get bitten by a rabid animal?
Lady, which of these animal dites could not give me rabies? A beaver dite, a non-goose dite, a king cobra dite, or a badger dite? Dare your head insane.
Were you thinking of this one? Rabies only affects warm-blooded animals, not reptiles. Besides, you can't get diseases like this, Billy. You're made of wood.
Really? Then how did I get syphilis?
That's a good point. Up next, Yoko has no remorse. What Beatles album am I describing? Let It Be, Yellow Submarine, Abbey Road, or Help? .. in Morse code is SOS, the International Distress Call. Of course, if the Beatles ever got stranded, they'd need help from somebody, but not just from anybody. Picky bastards.
She said, I can see you sent me a message on there, but it says create channel.
Here's a good one.
I have
F
no
this.
clue to what you are.
How would you read comedian Will Forte's name if it were accompanied by the musical notation Forte? Will Forte! Will Forte! Will Forte! Or Will Forte! No! Now pay attention. In music, forte means played loudly. Unlike Will Forte's quiet and nuanced performance in his Oscar-nominated film MacGruber. Step right up to the jack attack. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. The Prodigy's son returns. They were prodigies in what area? Good luck. That's all she wrote! Probably don't know this, but I was something of a nose flute prodigy growing up. Listen to this.
Hey, well, there. How you doing?
Who's
I
in here
mastered
with
that when I
us?
was just 5 years old. Hard to believe.
Say hi, you can pop in.
Yeah, because you don't know Jack.
Say Pajamas is the new game show that's taken the world by storm. Hosted by none other than
Okay, we're set.
Cookie, we looked it up, and implausible with an L is not a word.
That's implausible. Look it up a Glenn.
If we could get all the dancers to set, all of the dancers. Thank you.
I hope those cupcakes were fair game. They were delicious, the ones sitting in the big room.
Did you eat them all?
I just had a couple.
How many?
I don't know if I was counting. 6.
Okay, those were for Carol's birthday party later on.
Yeah, that's great.
No, but we didn't sing to her yet.
Oh, sweet.
We were gonna like present them, be like, happy birthday to you. Yeah, that's not the point. We were gonna put candles in all of the cupcakes and then give them to her. I just don't want her to think that like.
I know, me neither.
Introducing your face's new best friend. Say goodbye to dry skin and wrinkles.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Say hello to healthy, radiant, beautiful skin.
Well, hello
there.
Oh, hey, hi.
Because you're never too old to look 10 years younger.
Yes, please.
CRUJ.
All new Virgin Blood Face Mask.
I can feel it working already.
No harsh chemicals, just 100% all natural blood from a dying virgin.
And a pinch of black magic. Shh, don't tell anyone.
What price will you pay for youthful skin?
Anything. Kill her.
Virgin Blood Face Mask. Only $10.99 a bottle.
That's actually really reasonable.
Hi, I'm Mike Builder, General Manager of Jackbox Games. We've been hard at work coming up with new ways that you and your friends and family can play You Don't Know Jack. Don't have a lot of game controllers? Not a problem, because you can play this very game using your phone or tablet as a controller. But that's just the beginning. In the coming years, it's my hope that instead of using a regular controller, you'll be able to play our games using a regular TV remote, a calculator, a block of wood with buttons crudely drawn onto it, or even a garage door opener. But why stop there? We're hard at work making game controllers out of shoes, coffee table books about Paris, electric toothbrushes, farts, family pets, and maybe someday your own mind. My coworkers tell me that most of these are technically impossible, but we already have it working on phones and tablets, and luckily I don't entirely know what the word impossible means. I think the word possible's in there somewhere, so that sounds promising. So if you love You Don't Know Jack, hopefully you'll eventually be playing our other games like Fibbage and Everybody Help Grandma, using just a half-eaten turkey sandwich as a controller. I'm Mike Builder, and I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Just a quick reminder to ask Cookie if he's lost any weight lately, even though he clearly hasn't.
So this telecommuting thing, I mean, are people getting sick of Andy being on the TV? Shouldn't he be here?
Well, I mean, that's why I'm hoping this telecommuting thing works, because then, you know, once they can figure out how to get the ions and the particles, and then you can, right, like in Star Trek, are you talking about?
Hey, woman.
No, he's just on the TV on a camera. He's not actually here.
Right, but
Hey, there's a van, man.
It's part of the they're trying to zap him.
Really?
That's it.
Wow.
Okay. Time to go.
Alright.
Do you owe the IRS money and back taxes? 10,000, 20,000, 100,000? We can...
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm a people person. It's true, I'm actually made of millions of tiny little people. Quiet down in there! I can honestly tell you four that my day is about to get a lot more amusing. And there's your hardware. If you think another player is clueless, screw them and make them answer immediately. If they miss it, you win extra cash. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Order Helpers. Are you a hoarder? We're here to help you hoard more stuff. Absolutely no psychiatrist on staff.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. And right this way.
Get ready, time for crashing.
Good luck.
Right off the bat, London britches falling down. In the nursery rhyme, Wee Willie Winky, what's covering up Wee Willie Winky's Wee Willie? The nightgown he's wearing, the wolf suit he's wearing, the wooden shoe he's sailing in, or nothing, he's completely nude. Watch the clock. Player 4. Sicko. Players 1 and 2. The first line of the nursery rhyme goes, Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown. He's wearing a nightgown. Presumably that's what's covering up his wee willie. Look, some nursery rhyme guys are showers and some nursery rhyme guys are growers. Try this on for size. Zombies never get old. What might you see in a television show called The Walking Dead? An army of zombies walking backwards, a horde of zombies walking in circles, a swarm of zombies walking on tiptoe, or a legion of zombies refusing to walk at all. Watch your clock. Player 3. Sorry, no takebacks. Player 4. If the dead are balking, that means they've stopped short or are refusing to move forward for some reason.
Good job,
Kind of like the plot of Walking Dead Season 2. Players 1 and 2. Wow, this is a real horde of circular logic. Which is great because that means you just won this expandable hoarder house from Hoarder Helpers. Because one man's trash is another man's trash that he can store in his expandable hoarder house. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Coming up next, I'll preheat my oven to 450 degrees when I'm dead, and we're cooking up a this or that. Player 4, your score stinks at the moment, so this one's all for you. I'm going to read off 7 items, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a type of burial plot available in a cemetery, or if it's a type of tombstone frozen pizza. If it's a type of burial plot, press the square button. If it's a type of tombstone pizza, press the circle button. Now the rest of you should listen carefully. Choose an answer before player 4, and if player 4 gets it wrong, I'll split the cash among everyone who got it right. Okay, we're off.
Good luck, man.
Single.
What is this? Single. Sure. Oh, come on, number 4. Are they doing it?
Companion.
A burial plot?
Family. Double top. What do you want on your tombstone?
Welcome back to the positive side.
When I die, I want to be cremated, but not just in any oven, in a pizzazz pizza oven. That way every part of me is cooked evenly. Let's try Zach and Miri make a board game. What do Seth Rogen and the game Trivial Pursuit have in common? They were both created in the 70s, they were both created by a Jewish woman, they were both created in Canada, or they were both created by accident. Time's almost up. Players 1 and 2. Seth Rogen is no accident. He's the result of years of careful planning by Judd Apatow. Player 4. Seth Rogen was born in Vancouver, Canada, and Trivial Pursuit was created in Montreal, Canada. And another thing Seth Rogen and Trivial Pursuit have in common... no, that's about it. Next up, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
My answer's clean. Is yours? I'm Charmin clean.
Steven Spielberg modeled 1/3 of E.T. after this subject. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
E.T.
Time's a-wasting. Players 1 and 4. That answer has a hole in it. Player 2. E.T. was an amalgamation of Ernest Hemingway, Carl Sandburg, and Albert Einstein. Yeah, he definitely has Einstein's neck. That'll wrap up round 1. And it looks like player 2 has the lead. Who knows what might happen? Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And I want to see some screwing. I didn't hand them out for my health. Here's one for you. I've been framed. So, I've been looking at this print of the Mona Lisa a lot lately, and people always talk about her little half smile, but I've become obsessed with something else. What the hell is the Mona Lisa looking at? Something to her right, something to her left, something straight ahead, or something behind her? Player 1, who's gonna get it? If you're gonna threaten to screw someone, you gotta act on it. Let's try to forget that ever happened. Player 2. Player 4. Smart people choose this. The Mona Lisa is looking over to her left.
Woman, are you still playing or not?
Which is weird because there's nothing over there but my Far Side calendar. Nobody's found that interesting in years.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
How about, what's black and black and black all over? If during a battle of wits with the Riddler, Batman were unable to solve the riddle of the Sphinx, what might the Riddler say to mock him? Looks like you're not as smart as Oedipus, Bat Breath. You're certainly no noob. Why player 4? Who do you care to screw?
Nice.
You yanked out your screw, you got us all excited, and then you just sat there. Lame. Okay, can we try this again, please? Player 1, check please. Player 2, looks like you've gone a little batty and booby. Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. In the Greek play Oedipus the King, Oedipus is the only one capable of answering a devious riddle posed by a murderous sphinx. You know the Riddler has lost his touch when he starts asking riddles anyone could just look up on Wikipedia.
Follow me down to the sea.
This one's called Get Your Mind Out of the Gutter Ball.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right.
And if you knock down a right answer here, I'll roll some extra cash your way. Put these bowling pin arrangements in order of most to fewest pins left standing. 7-10 split, dinner bucket, Christmas tree. Dinner bucket, Christmas tree, 7-10 split. Christmas tree, 7-10 split, dinner bucket. Christmas tree, dinner bucket, 7-10 split. Or dinner bucket, 7-10 split, Christmas tree. Player 2, who's gonna get that screw? Player 4, you are so screwed! You got 5 seconds! Can't do anything right, can you? Player 2, you handled that screw very well. Grab a few more bucks, why don't you? Player 1. Nuh-uh. It was begging to be picked. A dinner bucket is when there are 4 pins left standing, the 2, 4, 5, and 8 pins. A Christmas tree is 3 pins left standing, either the 2, 7, and 10, or the 3, 7, and 10. And in a 7-10 split, there are, of course, 2 pins left standing, the 7 and 10 pins. All those numbers hurt my brain. That's why I usually let the bowling computer do it for me. I also let the bowling computer do my taxes. Take a good look at All Men Must Die, somewhere around episode 9. If the leading cause of death in the Game of Thrones universe were the same as the leading cause of death in the modern world, what spoilerish comment would you most likely read on the internet? Hey, did you know Arya dies of malaria? Jon Snow gets killed in a car crash, for reals. Yeah, Daenerys basically just has a stroke and dies. Or, guess what? Tyrion ends up dying of heart disease. Time's running out. Player 2, do you even know what Game of Thrones is? Player 1, killing 7 million people a year, heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide. Of course, as we know, the actual leading cause of death in Game of Thrones is struggling to be a 20-something in New York. Oh, wait, that's girls. I always get HBO shows mixed up. Say hello to melts in your pretty mouth. Based on the gender roles assigned by the Mars Company, which M&M's character could give birth to an M&M's mini? Red, yellow, blue, or green?
Oh no, yellow, blue, and green.
Not much time left.
Better red and blue together. Or yellow and blue together.
Players 1 and 2. Where's that confounded right answer? For whatever reason, red, yellow, orange, and blue M&Ms are male, and brown and green are female. It's the female ones that have nuts that confuse me. You do not want to be in the hospital room when an M&M gives birth. Sure, they melt in your mouth, not in your hands, but I'm telling you, those mini M&Ms are pretty melty when they come out of the birth canal. Brace yourself for the attack. When you... Okay, if that's how you want it, here's the clue. Getting the beast of me. What animal are you surrounded by? Good luck. Takes it! Gee, Player 1, you just barely won that game. Were you nervous? I wasn't. Know why? Because... You don't know Jack!
come on down to Barbecue Street all week for some great deals on food and fixings. Mondays, it's 25% off Buffalo Blasted chicken wings. Tuesdays, it's 50% off whatever Buffalo Blasted chicken wings are left over from Monday. Wednesday, we've got 10% off our famous dry spice ribs. But make sure to come back on Thursday.
Fly spotter or word spud.
Pick a game, somebody. Pick a game. If you guys are in here, pick a game.
I think you're the only one in there.
Maybe. Okay, well.
Nobody in there. You're the only one. Later, peeps.